Now listen to this story. Yesterday I received an email from YouTube support with a notification that a counterclaim has been done against me by YouTube username AmightyWind Exposed with double D at the end, which is a sock account trolling, account of one of our main core enemies. Now I didn't know really who was behind that account because it could be so many people. Because if you have studied what has been going on and this war that has been raging, we have so many enemies, it could be so many people. Okay. Now, the video that I flagged down on that channel was a video that was based on copyrighted footage of mine that was stolen for the purpose to give a twist to it and put us out as dark droppers and slanderers who threaten people's lives, which is totally ridiculous because if you have studied this war that we've been having against the bride of Satan, you should know by now that our enemies are the ones that are the dark droppers and the slanderous liars that threaten people's lives. And if you study our videos that are available, there's no denying that because we have given you proof time and time again. Nonetheless, I flagged the video down, but it was a mirrored video. That video, although uploaded on AmightyWind Exposed, was originally made by Gluteus Illuminatus, who is a quote-unquote atheist, who is now an out-of-the-closet Satanist, who is showing his true colors after I exposed him in the video that is entitled What Aunt LaVey, Marilyn Manson, and the atheist community have in common. Please watch this insightful video. A revealing video with info that you need to know about satanic infiltration, about how satanic infiltrators in the Christian community and in the atheist community perfectly join together and work together to try to sabotage genuine ministries that preach the true biblical gospel. Okay, now, that video was mirrored, a video that was made by a Satanist was mirrored on the AmightyWind Exposed Double D sock account channel by one of our main core enemies. So they planned Satanist videos that are bashing this ministry in the midst of supposed Christian videos, the exact same list. So they joined together perfectly as one spirit to bash his ministry, supposed Christians and Satanists. The Christians have no problem with the Satanists. They perfectly tolerate them and they love them and they join together with them for the purpose of our destruction, for the purpose of character assassinating my mom Elisabeth Elijah. Okay? Now, the person behind the AmightyWind Exposed Double D account is like, thinking this is like anonymous stuff. You can never find out who this is. Now, what the infiltrators in the Christian community that are bashing this ministry try to deny and hide constantly, what they try to hide is that they truly, literally, join together with Satanists, out-of-the-closet witches, atheists, and New Agers to bash his ministry. And we always ask them, why don't you have any problem with your buddies? Why are you coming against a ministry that preaches the gospel of Yahushua, Jesus Christ, in 25 languages all over the world? Okay? Of course, we never really get an answer. The only answer they have is the same slanderous lies that Elisabeth Elijah is a false prophet leading a hate cult. Alright? Which is totally ridiculous, again. Now get back to the email that I received from YouTube, notifying me that a counterclaim has been done to get this mirrored video that was originally made by a Satanist reinstated. YouTube told me that this video will be reinstated if I do not prove to them that I'm willing to drag this person to court over this whole thing in the next 10 days. Now, I have taken screenshots and I want to show you this email that I received, okay, because this is hilarious. You're gonna laugh, okay? Now, the person behind this thinks to be anonymous, alright? If you look at the credentials that the person gave, the name and the address, you can see that it's total baloney. It's like gobbledygook. And why? Because the person gave my credentials. They actually mixed my name together with the name of my mom, Elisabeth Elijah, Nehemiah, and they called themselves Sylvester Nehemiah. And they said God bless, to purposely try to hurt me. You can see the twisted and crooked mind of the person that is behind this channel to, purposely hurt me and then say God bless. What hypocrisy and utter hatred is just ripping, off that blessing, which is a curse which I return back upon the sender in the name of Yahushua Mashiach. But who is behind this account? What do we have here? I got the email that is attached to this account, and it's none other than MLove4Christ @.com. I just blotted it out because I don't want to be accused again of doc dropping, which is ridiculous. And I don't want to give the enemies a reason again to false flag me. So I just blotted out her email address. And I also do not recommend you contacting her unless you want to lose your soul. But, now listen to this. MLove4Christ is behind this sock account that has mirrored and uploaded a video and more videos of out of the closet Satanists for the purpose of bashing this ministry, proving once again that they unite perfectly with Satanists for such purposes. Now, if you look at the credentials, it is obviously false credentials because it's my own name, okay? And then secondly, I believe that this woman is from Oklahoma. She is not from California, so this is a false address. This address is probably from Lift a Lot, and I blotted a lot of it out, so, you know, like I just said, for the purposes that I just mentioned. But, now listen, okay, this is the funny part here. Because this not only exposes them again, that they unite perfectly with Satanists for the purpose of trying to character assassinate my mom, Elisabeth Elijah, and people like me who represent this ministry, okay? But they also prove that by their own standards, they are condemning themselves. Let me explain this to you. Not long ago, Pastor George C. made a video against me. He had invaded my personal life. He had been stalking me, harassing me. He had even been contacting my landlord, for goodness sake. And he thought he had gathered my true name. Okay? I used my own credentials and my own address to get my channel, my 777 channel, reinstated after he falsely flagged it down not long ago. Okay? Now, he made a video against me saying, "Bravo! Yah servant channel reinstated. Congratulations," he said. And he said that I had given up my soul to get my channel reinstated because he said I had lied under perjury and I had given false credentials and all that stuff. I made a video and I explained I had not given false credentials. Even if I had given false credentials, you wouldn't know if I had given false or true credentials and everything. But he held on to the lie that I had given up my soul. And according to him, I was going to swim into the lake of fire. Because I was a liar and I was a deceiver and I had lied under perjury by giving a false name. Alright? Now, one of his own minions comes out of the woodworks now, not only mirroring Satanist videos against me, but giving my own credentials and a false address. Now, doesn't that condemn them? Don't their own activities condemn them according to their own standards? Their own congregation does the same as what they accuse me of doing, which is so evil according to them that I'm gonna swim in the lake of fire for it. So, MLove4Christ, according to your pastor, you will swim in the lake of fire. And to be honest, I kind of like agree with that. Okay? So, how are we going to weasel your way out of this one? I know. You have all kinds of excuses, doesn't matter. Huh? As long as you stone this ministry, you can do whatever you want to get away with it. You can still go to heaven. Doesn't matter, because AmightyWind Ministry is a hate cult with a false prophet. Okay? So it all doesn't matter. But let me remind you of this. Aren't you guys always saying like, well, we love our enemies in the AmightyWind Ministry, they hate people so much? Oh really, is this how you love us? Is this how you love me? You hurt me and then you say God bless? And you give my credentials? You use trickery to get a video reinstated that you have no business having? Because it's my footage? For the purpose of slandering and hurting me and my mom, Elisabeth Elijah? And also, by giving false credentials, according to your own standards, as you always say, we always render good for evil. You render right now evil for evil. You guys are ridiculous. You guys just are guilty by your own standards. You are condemning yourselves by your own activities. And MLove4Christ, this supposed fine Christian, has been exposed. And there are more videos going to come exposing this woman, because this has been going on for long enough. Too long. In the name of YAHUSHUA. So, MLove4Christ, like I said, your true spirit is again revealed. Uniting with Satanists, anonymously, to bash a ministry that does nothing but bring God honor and glory and lead souls to YAHUSHUA, Jesus Christ. Now, this video is rightfully so entitled Epically Epic Self-Pomage MLove4Christ. More is coming. Stay tuned.